What is going on? I can't even do it. Fuck this. So what's going on, everybody? I know you were probably expecting a song when you saw my name pop up or however it is you find my stuff, but I gotta be honest with you and I gotta level with you real quick. I'm done with this shit. I cannot do this no more. You know, the whole thing was fun while it lasted. I had a good time, met a lot of really cool people. But at this point in time, like, it's just not funny for me anymore. It's not something that I can really bring myself to do. I feel like not necessarily I've wasted a lot of time, but in the same sense, I feel like the time I put into making songs about this fucking retard, I could have put into something better. And it's something that I've done too. I've released my first EP on Spotify, been doing my thing. What's up, buddy? And it's shown me that there's a lot more going on than DSP. There's a lot more I could be doing. So that's what I'm gonna do. But just to kind of give you a little breakdown, you know, before I take off, I want to give you a little bit of insight about me, and just kind of why I started doing all this shit and why I feel like I want to end it now. So let's get into it. So what's funny about how I got into this shit is actually something I still laugh about today, and most of you will know why. So the first two people I ever found in this whole Detractor verse was Meerkat and Super Crazy, which y'all know is absolutely hilarious now, seeing how things went out. Obviously, Super Crazy went off the deep end. Meerkat, that's my nigga. He's a good dude. He's got a couple unreleased songs from me, I'm just saying. But all that aside, you know, when I first started looking at DSP, it was funny. It was funny as hell. The shit that this dude says, the stuff that he does is so wacky and so out of the ordinary that it was like watching the best reality TV show ever. When he's flipping out on people, when he's telling people to eat his shit and calling, I mean, it's crazy, right? So it was always funny to me. And it was something like, I wanted to make Detractor content, but I didn't really know how to go about it. That was a bump. You can count that, ALT. I didn't really know how to go about it, right? So there were so many cool people doing it and so many people doing different things that I didn't really know how to get into it. But then King of the Ring came around. I've been a musician my whole life. I'm not a professional or anything like that. I've played in bands, numerous bands, metal, punk rock, emo, rap, anything. Like, I've done it all. And that's why I have such a diverse, I guess, portfolio, if you could even call it that. But it's always something I've done. So when that came about, it was like, okay, boom, this is how I can kind of do the detracting thing, make parody songs. Good response. Mom passed away, so I took that break and then came back because he was just going off. Like, I couldn't take it no more, man. I had to do something. So made the songs, did the King of the Ring, whatever. Didn't win, but still, Wolverine Doll, that's my homie. Good dude. Super stoked that he won because that song is funny as hell. They don't make rubbers for bears. I mean, come on. Come on, give it up, right? But that's the other thing too, is like now I feel like it's gotten to a point where it's not even funny no more. Like, this dude genuinely disgusts me and I can't even like bring myself to watch clips of him. I mean, he's calling chicks he doesn't even know sluts. He's calling people retards. And don't get me wrong, like, we all call people retards. Like, it is what it is, whatever. But he's saying it in a way where he's like attacking you. And like, that's just, it irks me. The fact that nobody's got this dude yet, man, like, I don't know. Jaha, you came close, homie, but man, somebody's got to get this dude, man. He cannot get away with all this shit. Like, someone's got to do something. But in the same sense, I know that he's never going to admit he's wrong. That's never going to happen. Nobody's ever going to get him because he's got a million security cameras. He's a cop caller. He acts all big and tough, you know, on the screen, and acts like a big old brawny boy. And then as soon as you meet him in public, he starts crying, you know? So it's like, he's one of them dudes, right? You're never going to get through to him. Never gonna get him to admit anything. So it's gotten to a point now where it's just like disgusting. I can't even like bother anymore. And making songs about him would like, it doesn't even make sense to me anymore. It doesn't even make sense to me anymore. So I just spent 2 weeks, 1 week down in the Bahamas on a cruise and 1 week in Florida. And it really gave me a lot of time to think and get away from all the hubbub and everything, and saw a lot of cool shit. We went to Pearl Island in the Bahamas. We went snorkeling. Never went snorkeling before. Almost had a fucking panic attack like the second I hit the water, but I figured it out, you know, calm my breathing down. And, you know, I got a little thalassophobia. I'm not gonna lie. The ocean kind of scares me. I ain't gonna front. So, but we did it. It was a great time. We got to go to Florida, see a lot of old family friends, a lot of bar owners that we know personally down there, and just had a really good time. And in that time I was down there, it also reinstated like the fact that I don't want to do this anymore. There's more. I showed a couple of personal friends that are musicians down there, my stuff on Spotify, and there was some good feedback. So I'm going to run with it and I'm going to try to learn more. That's one thing about this I will say is I have learned a lot. My mixes aren't perfect. I'm sure a lot of the engineers out there hear my mixes and they're like, but I get it. I'm just learning. I'm trying to get better. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do it on my terms, my own music. I'm going to put more energy into that because this guy, this tippy toe walking fat ass fucking piece of shit, I feel like Donald Trump out here. Like I can't even put it into words, but I can't do it no more. It was fun while it lasted. I was going to stick around for the Chiking, but thinking about everything, like honestly, even if I won, I really wouldn't give a shit. And it doesn't feel fair because like Darksea, Wolverine Doll, Bob Starsky, Darksea the Flow, Starsky, Wolverine Doll, like all these cats, and there's more. Like nothing I could do is like he's one of my favorites. I love feeding squirrels, it makes me feel so good. I love that shit. Like he's probably one of my favorites. So there's a lot of people out there that want to win, and it doesn't feel fair for me if I don't even care. So I'm not gonna enter it. Let the other cats do it. Let them do their thing. And on top of that, like, it's no disrespect to anybody, but like King of the Ring, if I won that, like it's something I couldn't even tell nobody. Like, what am I gonna say? Oh, I won a song competition about some guy that begs for money online. Like, I can't tell people that. And it's not like I'm trying to disrespect. It's just like I'm personally not gonna put the energy into that. No disrespect to anybody. You all are talented as hell. I wish you guys would put it elsewhere. Like I'm sure y'all do. I'm not trying to insinuate, but I just feel like there's a lot of really talented detractors that could probably do a lot more if they weren't spending so much time on DSP. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not a jab. I'm just saying that's my personal opinion looking at what's going on. And it's something that I had to realize myself. I'm guilty too. Like I had to realize like, if I put as much time and energy as I did into making songs about DSP as I did into my own shit, I'd probably be playing shows right now. I'd probably, I'd be in a circuit, and I'm not. And that's something I had to realize, okay, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to focus on that rather than making songs about, this idiot. So that's the long and short of it. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I just wanted to say, like, I appreciate all of y'all. I'm going to keep the channel up. If y'all still want some laughs, keep doing what y'all are doing. Keep it funny. For me, it's just disgusting. This guy is just an idiot, man. He doesn't deserve the time that he gets from people. And honestly, I can't even bring myself to watch the clips no more. I'm just done. But I did want to give a big shout out to a couple of people. Like, Bob Starsky, the homie, is an absolute genius. He's brought me into a lot of projects that he didn't have to, and I'm very thankful for that. Wolverine Doll, you'll always be the homie. Meerkat, release those songs, man. Just playing for real. Meerkat, appreciate you, dog. ALT, Steve, Sam, Indrid, Snood, the list goes on. And of course, I got to give it up to the homie King Sly. That's my nigga right there, DWO. I know there's been a little bit of fallout in the Detractor community because he outed a child predator, Raven, and some of y'all were protecting his friend, Aqua. And we don't give a fuck. If that's your prerogative, you do you, but we ain't fucking around like that. And if y'all want to have some separation, that's fine. But King Sly the gang, DWO, we rocking. Also Thrax, big ups, homie. I hope you're doing good too. Ain't spoken in a while, so I'm hoping that you did what we talked about and took off, did your thing. But yeah, there's so many more people that I've talked to and people that have helped out. Juicy Joel for the beats. Shout out Juicy Joel on YouTube. But yeah, I'm done. If you want to check me out on Spotify, I'll put something over here, whatever, and you can go check it out. That's going to be like my main channel from now on, Spotify, YouTube, whatever. But that's where I'm going to focus on YouTube and Spotify and like Pandora and get the music out. So I'm going to start working on my full studio album. Keep an eye out if that's something you're interested in. Probably be about a 6 to 9 month process just to get everything dialed in. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. It's been fun while it lasted, but I got to dip out. I got to do different things. So take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll see you in the next life. Peace.